Well, Doug Sensor Martin gets his first win in 7 years. Optic is continuing their dynasty run, and we got players hiding in rocks now.
Yeah, don't go anywhere just yet, guys. We got all this information and more coming up next. Good morning or good afternoon from the Rotate New headquarters here in Riyadh. We're not actually in Riyadh, but I'm Spoony.
And I'm Poooh.
And we've got some amazing things to get into today. We just had the Monster Invitational that concluded this last weekend. And boy, we got some upsets. Got some challenger teams that maybe should be in the league, and maybe some pro teams that shouldn't be in the league. But we got a lot to get into, Poooh.
A lot to get into, a lot to discuss. There's even the discussion that is this a chip? Is this a minor? Is this a main? Where does this fall? Listen, there is bread on the table. Call it a Thanksgiving dinner, okay?
I could go for 75,000 about right now.
I could go for some 75 G's. If we got any sponsors out there, let us know down in the comments. But yeah, the bread is on the table. It is a early Thanksgiving feast, and boy, as a fan myself, thankful for it, very excited. A good little appetizer of what's to come in the season, and man, I think this season is going to be pretty interesting. We have the boys over at Optic. Listen, we're some Optic fans over here. Got to get that bias out of the way, but listen, they are on quite a tear. You start off with an incredible champs run. You got an incredible EWC run, and now they pick it up right where they left off. And they take home this invitational. Spoony, what are your thoughts around them coming in a little bit early, but, you know, a glimpse into what the season could look like?
Yeah, Poooh, nobody's touching them. I mean, they didn't drop a single map until the final, and it's probably because they're playing 10 hours of COD. I mean, we were waiting on delays. We're waiting on all these different types of things. But I got a biased take, but I'm pretty sure that Optic are going to take every single major, including champs and EWC this year.
Wow.
Nobody's touching them.
Your lips to God's ears. I hope that is the case. That would be quite an amazing season for Optic fans like ourselves. But that being said, many great players across the board. It's nice to see some Challengers players come into the mix here. Let's go right into this week's top 10 plays.
Starting off the weekend's clips, we got number 10 out of Skies with a 1v2 against LA Thieves.
Skies trying to find a third in the round. Doesn't need the sniper, has the pistol. Skies with the plays.
It was Snipe City this weekend. Following up that trend at number 9, we got Abuza with a nasty 2-piece snipe on the Falcons.
Oh, MC will see you later.
Whoa!
Coming in at number 8, we have Simps nice 3-piece against G2.
I'll try to get it.
Yo, back AC. Yo, take a peek here.
Stop. Watch out. Nice, you shakers.
Nice. One more.
Nice, Chris.
Nice, good shit.
Coming in at number 7, take a look at Xnit's nasty 3-piece against Team War to break the hill.
Oh my god, why did he give a vent? They're both looking at stairs. Oh!
Following up at number 6, let's see Diamond Con send the Falcons pack.
But Xnit still has more work to do. All down to Diamond Con, 1 versus 2. Game clock is your best friend. He's able to find the first, and the beams are good enough. Adios, Falcons! DC making everybody eat. They close it out 6-3. Beautiful play call to go towards B. And Falcons not off to the best start. Yeah, I mean, a tough winners round 1 versus.
Following up at number 5, my boy Mac is going to drop a 4-piece to win the game for Cloud9 against Omit Brooklyn.
They're playing if you're Omit Brooklyn, but Mac says, no, there's only 2 players alive. They got to be close. He's trying to close out the map with a 4-piece. The wall bounce is not in, but give me the ace, and Mackenzie Melts gets it done there for C9 in a grueler. Map number 1.
Coming in at number 4, did he
Of
just
course,
snipe it?
flashback, you're playing picks. Oh my god. And body shot. Oh my god. That just got me doped up.
Coming up at number 3, it's a 1v3 for Hook, and a Game 7 Hook goes massive for the boys over at Optic.
Are you kidding?
Hoop first ghosty now. What are these rounds?
I have no idea.
How did Envoy just stay alive? I guess smokes working this game.
They work quite well.
Yeah. Envoy was a ghost, and now it falls to Ghosty. Plant is in. A 1v1 away. They're going to meet mid-map. Here we go. Shoulder from Hook. Stays up. Chows. See you later, Hook. Now with the clutch shots.
Taking the number 2 spot, we have Skies absolutely destroying.
Always the loudest one.
Caesar's in flow state right now, bro.
Tom is just gaslighting all of us. You brought it up.
Caesar's in flow state.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Caesar Skies won.
And finally at number 1.
You guys know what it is.
Watch my under roof. I'm on inner. Watch my under. Watch my under. Inner dead. Where on me? Oh my. Oh my god! I'll run him down. Don't worry. He's like so under.
Wow. Seeing clips like that is just insane. And that's only 10 of them. I'm sure that there were plenty more that we missed, but wow. When I see pros in their element operating at the highest level, it's insane to watch. But you also have a lot of times where they have a little bit of a stinker, Pooh. You know what that's like.
Hey, I unfortunately do sometimes, but I would like to offer some proof. Producer, can we roll that clip? Well, Spoony, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but that's what the pros and I like to call quad feet.
Nobody was even shooting back at you, Pooh.
Nope, I was just moving too fast. Shotzi was watching my VOD over the weekend. You can thank me
Yeah,
later.
I see. Well, I mean, I think we got to send it back over to the pros.
You know what? I think that's a good idea. Let's go into the segment we like to call Chalk It Up.
Uh-oh. He's sticking it. He stuck the plan.
Oh my gosh. I mean, he's already doing better than he was last year.
Oh!
Oh, he doesn't give a shit. I mean,
He just got ripped off a heady like Pooh.
oh, he doesn't give a fuck.
That couldn't have been worse timing of what I just said.
Get back. Oh!
Oh,
Oh, you know, chalk
yeah,
it up.
Chalk it up.
Chalk it up.
That one's out of here. Put the stamp on it.
All right, here we got Search and Destroy.
Oh, we've
Little
got
Kobe.
Vivid throwing a little Kobe.
Oh, what's a team Kobe?
That's Afro getting naded in the back right there. Yeah, escort the bomb. There you go. Boom.
Chalk it up.
It's done. You're getting into the next round.
Oh, we got Shotzi here, moving and grooving.
Oh.
I know this clip all too well. Look at this.
Oh.
We're getting knifed in a
my
pro
gosh.
match. Chalk it up.
You gotta be able to see what's going on here.
2v1. Do we choke the 2v1? Yes, we do.
Did he just try to pick up the ball?
Oh, we're joking. We're joking. It's
What's
like
hap-
Pooh and Spoony running a 2v1
Oh my
out here.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
2v1. That's not okay. We gotta hit him with the what?
Chalk it up.
Chalk it up. Okay, we got our G2 and Los Angeles. What are you shooting at, guys? Oh, no. Kylo Ken.
That
Kenny, what are you
reaction is
doing?
everything. That reaction is everything.
That's how we're feeling. I think we gotta hit him with it. We can't.
I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, get Hydra some help.
Give him some
Get
help, man.
Hydra some
Chalk
help.
it up. Chalk it up.
To the next one.
These guys were trying to get airtime the whole weekend, and this part just cracks me up. They finally get some airtime because they're playing Miami. And watch this. The stream dies. The stream dies. Chalk it up.
Oh my gosh, your golden moment ruined.
Well, some pretty amazing plays and some pretty not the best plays out of certain players, but hey, you know what? Plenty of season ahead, although I do think best play of the year has already been made. That Shotzi Ninja clip is insane.
No, that's definitely a rotate new moment. You spawn back up and you're like, I'll see you at the next one, boys.
You're putting the controller down. You're going to get a snack. You're going off stage.
I'm not coming back.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
a
not
3v4.
spawning back in. It's a 3v4 the rest of the map after that one.
Absolutely.
Props to Envoy for even finishing the match. Listen, we're going to go on to our segment where we like to call it The Hill. This is where we break down the stats and standings, and although we aren't at the CDL season just yet, this is the first time that we're getting a glimpse of all the full rosters for the most part coming in and playing a tournament, and boy, oh boy, it is going to be a good one this year.
As we take a look at the bracket, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that there's some games that went the way we thought they were going to go and some that didn't. I mean, when you take a look at the Boston Breach getting double rounded in the first round, that's not what you're hoping for when you make a roster change.
Not what you're hoping for if you're making a roster change. Speaking of making a roster change and getting a result, you're not really hoping for the Falcons, man. I mean, first round loss, okay, you got a tough lineup going up against FaZe, but then you're going up against an amateur team, and what are we doing? What do
you do? You're getting knocked out by Doug Sensor Martin.
Doug Sensor Martin is like collecting infinity stones out here, man. He's coming back for some pro spots, making us look like pros. I mean, no hate, Doug, but getting these world records and then coming back and slamming guys in an invitational tournament is, you got to give us props, man.
So you go into the FaZe match and you're looking to make a statement, but not only do you not make a statement, but you get 3-0'd. So you get sent to the losers bracket, but FaZe, they did not do good this weekend. I don't think anybody's sitting here going, oh, FaZe is a top 3 team right now. So you had an opportunity, you squandered it, and you made no money this weekend.
With all the roster changes and everything that's going on in the league, you thought FaZe was going to be kind of a top team. And here they are going neck and neck with Koi, and they get 3-0'd by Optic. They make a decent kind of run, I guess you could say. But at the end of the day, finishing what, top 5, top 6? It's not where FaZe needs to be. It's not where they want to be.
You're losing to Skies. You're losing to Skies right now. Okay? You just made a roster change. You just broke up the trio, and you said you were going to be better this year, and you just lost to Skies.
I won't take any of the Sky slander, man. I'm a big fan of that guy. He made some great clips this weekend. He might be back for all we know. Who knows?
He could be back. No, I'm a big fan of Skies as well. But you go game 5 with Koi, and I don't think Koi honestly looks better than they were last year.
No, they kind of picked up right where they left off. Not much changed, and to go 5 with them, it's a little worrying for those FaZe fans.
The most important match to me is the 3-2 Omit Brooklyn over Surge. I mean, come on. You got a team that's in the CDL, and you got a team that has been dominating in challengers for the last couple of years, and they completely just smoke them. And then Surge gets sent to the lower bracket, and then they win one match, but then they lose the next one.
Yeah, it is not a good look. And shout out to the boys over at Omit Brooklyn for making that first round win. They, of course, are going to drop to Cloud9 pretty embarrassingly 3-0 and then drop to G2 3-0. But nonetheless, you're a pro team, right? These guys are fighting in the league. A lot of roster changes happen. And to get 5 round, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for the Surge, who looked very promising last year. They got to pick it up. You got to pick it up.
So I gave my take on my biggest upset. What's yours, Pooh?
But honestly, man, I got to harp on the Thieves, okay? You take the boys over at, shout out to Telluride Bush, man. I love that team. That's going to be a great content team. I'm very excited for that. But you take them 5, you look very shaky in that match. And then you're going 3-0 to Orkless, to the guys you dropped. Spoony, what are we doing?
Yeah, you make an upgrade in the offseason, and then the team just completely falls apart when it matters. I mean, we saw the clip where Hydra was double positive and his entire team was double negative. I mean, that's just clear cut that these kids don't know how to play the game. And I think they're going to turn it around. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. You got Kenny, who's a great leader, but he had a horrible year last year. He had an absolutely horrible year last year. You can't, that doesn't leave you. That doesn't leave your mind. So, I mean, in Scrap, he's been known to have an attitude. And so, I don't know. And Abizi, he's looking around at all of his teammates and he's thinking, what am I doing here? Did I make the wrong call? Should I have been somewhere else? I mean, those things, those thoughts, they stay with you. And so to lose to your old teammates it's not good.
Some guys are saying this isn't a tournament. This isn't a minor. You know, this is just some scrims. But listen, these are organizations playing with their full rosters, playing online. You're not playing for money, but you're playing for COD points, right? That stuff's going to matter for champs down the line. I hope LA makes champs. Listen, I want them to succeed. They're a great team to watch. They're a great team to play against. But listen, I right now I'm a little skeptical. They're calling them a super team. I don't know if they're really that much of a super team, man. They might be super washed. That's just Pooh's
Listen,
take.
Pooh, I have a hot take too. I think that there are so many teams that have formed this year that did not want to team together, and now they're stuck in the team that they're having to be competing in. And I think that those thoughts are going to continue to creep into the gameplay. I don't think that half these teams want to be teaming with each other. They're trying to form teams that are going to beat Optic, and it's just clearly not working. And I think Orgless is one of the only teams, and it shows, or even G2. You just got guys that are hungry, that want to play the game, and they want to beat people. But I just feel like these teams like FaZe, teams like Thieves, teams like, I mean, even the Surge. I mean, like, I don't even know what's going on. Like, half of these guys, they're just trying to collect the paycheck, get the biggest bag that they can, especially Falcons. You want to talk about a team getting the bag? Half these teams don't even want to play together, Pooh. I don't know. It's just going to be a bad season for some of them.
I think so. I think it's going to be quite a shaky year, and I think we got plenty of roster moves ahead. I think Tactical Rab is foaming at the mouth for those
So
steak
crazy.
dinners coming in. He is excited. And you know what? Over here at Rotate Dude, we're excited too. It's going to be
Bring him on.
Bring
Bring
him
him
on.
on.
Come
As long
bring
as it's
him
not
on.
Optic.
As long as
we
it's
got
not
too many
Optic.
last year.
We had way too many last year. But it's going to be a good one. That being said, let's jump in. I know we're harping on some of the teams, but some of these players, man, some of these guys just absolutely balled out. That, you know what, I think some of us expected these guys to, and then some of these guys, you were kind of skeptical coming into the year. Guy I want to shout out right off the rip, goes number 3 and respawned Katie over the weekend against his old team, man. How good is that must feel? Dropping a 1.65 against New York Cloud9 as Sib. This is a guy that I think last year kind of got the short end of the stick, kind of burned out, kind of had some ego stuff, but listen, flawless player, got some great skill, hit some insane snipes on our boys over at Optic over the weekend. That guy can ball out with a sniper. Probably hoping it doesn't get GA'd. I think as fans, we're hoping it doesn't get GA'd too. But
yeah,
this guy, man, he is balling out. Some of these other guys, man, they look so good. You got Neptune dropping a 1.67 also against New York. Man, they just steamrolled New York in that
New York's
series.
getting cooked.
They are getting cooked over there, man.
I mean, look at this 1.7 out of Mercules against FaZe. I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking about FaZe. You're talking about, like, you would think that if you heard 1.7 that you'd be going up against the Challengers team. This is FaZe you're talking about.
FaZe, the young bull, man, he is just on fire. He is hungry. I think this now, by the time we're recording this, he's won 3 of these tournaments leading up to the season. This guy is on a tear.
And it's not stopping. It's
No.
not stopping. I mean, let's be honest. Any game that he touches, he's frying it. And everybody's saying it. Everybody's saying it.
And shout out, man, speaking of another Optic player, I know we're glazing him a little bit, but our boy Hook, this is a guy that has just such tenacity. He's never complaining, just always putting in the work ethic. Against the Stallions, he drops a 2.03. I know it's the Stallions. Sorry, Zuma. Can't hate on your boys too much, but man, a 2.0 in the first start of the series, I mean, that's pretty flawless, if I'm going to say.
That's very typical. I mean, yeah, it's pretty clear that there is definitely a skill gap right now and with the top teams. And again, this was an invitational with 16 teams, so the 12 CDL teams and 4 challengers teams. So you've got a couple of these matches that are just going to be chalked right off the rip. But I think it's super evident that there is one top team and that the other teams need to catch up.
And then, leading the charge for Katie and Respawn this weekend, we got Kremplopolis. What are they calling him? Krempolis? Krampus? I don't even know, man.
Krampus.
Krampus? I don't know,
Yeah.
man. This guy is on a tear, though. Dropping
Yeah.
a 1.83 against FaZe as well. I mean, we talked about it with Mercules. This guy doing the same thing FaZe just put in a body bag this weekend by some top players. Kremp is just tearing every series I was watching him. He is making plays. I think this guy, I'm going to call it early. He's going to be in the contention for the MVP this year. He is looking different.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about SMGs that have been completely taken over the game. I mean, last year, Neptune coming into the market completely took over that Surge team, and he's doing it again with this Orglis team. We all know Orglis is going to be gentlemates if you're not familiar, but Orglis, they come in and Neptune absolutely goes crazy against New York. He drops a 1.6 and he's not stopping anytime soon. He just keeps going and he keeps getting better and better and better. If he can continue to be consistent, that's been his biggest problem. When he pops off, his team does well. But when he doesn't, if he's going even, the team's not being successful. So he's got to find a way to be continuing to be consistent. And but a 1.6, that'll do it for you.
That'll do it. And you're right. He's kind of that glue for the team. It's a guy you want to build a team around, but if he's not going, that team is not winning. And you saw it this weekend. He's kind of having a so-so series against Optic, so much so he's hiding in a rock. I mean, what's that about? I know it's not an official G8 event, but come on, man. I mean, we missed that in the chalk it up, but that's another exclusive chalk it up moment, man. That's just not a good look.
Or something?
It's like in the rock, yeah. Look, see?
Oh shit!
Wait,
He's in the rock.
Nah, that's cheese. Nah, that's cheese. Nah, that's actually cheese.
Yeah, it looks like breaking GAs doesn't really get you the win. Optic pulls it out in a 4-3 in the grand final. Let's roll the clip.
¿Dónde está? Either. Sí, cena. Bueno. Cena. Come on. Kerrigan. Ace.
Yeah, listen, Orglis, they get bounced 3-0 in winners finals, and then they come back. I got to give props to them. They came back shooting. These guys were playing off of multiple games of COD. Optic was a little cold. We get it. It's online. It's a little different than your LAN environment. But listen, this series was a great one. Going the distance, going Game 7. But as Dallas fans and as Texans, we know what happens in Game 7 with Dallas, okay? Our boys over at Optic take the dub regardless. But I gotta tip my hat to Orglis. These guys came out frying this weekend. They were shooting. I think they're going to be a pretty consistent team. I think they're going to be a scary team and maybe a sleeper team that's going to make some pretty good runs in the tournaments this year. But that being said, those boys at Optic, man, taking the dub right where they left off. And you got to say, like, Spoony, who's your player over at Optic that you think is making the most difference right now?
Man, I mean, like you said, ever since the last season, Optic really has showed a resilience like we've never seen before. The ability to bounce back after going down 2-0 or bounce back after going down in a game or in a match, whatever it is, they can do it. And I think a lot of that has to do with Hook. And I think his mentality, I think his ability to address the situation, I think has been what Optic has been missing for a long time. You've got Dashy, you've got Shotzi. They've been super consistent in terms of what they provide. But when it comes to an in-game leader, you're not finding somebody like Hook who can shoot the way that he can shoot.
Yeah, man. Hook is frying this year, to say the least. He is making impact plays. He's an impact player. I honestly think he's an MVP contender. I know it's early in the season, but I think this game suits him very well.
Yeah, I mean, it's very evident the movement is in his favor. But I'm interested to know about you, Pooh. Who do you think it is?
Man, I would say coming into this year, after last year, I was going to say Mercules, man. But watching the streams, which shout out to those streams, by the way, watching Shotzi's POV with scrims and practice and all that kind of stuff has been really cool to see. I got to go with Shotzi, man. This guy has stepped up. He was super consistent last year at the tail end and super consistent to start this year already. But this guy is taking this IGL to a whole new level. And I think he's got a great squad around him that he feels comfortable in now. He really can just do his thing. Hook is making some very smart plays, kind of allowing Shotzi to take these crazy routes. Mercules and Dashy are just straight ripping on the hard point, soaking up the hill. This guy's going activated. His ego is out the wazoo in a good way, hopefully. And as long as he doesn't overeat and overchow, I think they're going to have a pretty good season. Well, before we dive into Rotate New, the part of the show where we break down who's still hitting old and who's already rotated new, we figured we'd bring in some unbiased opinions. Maybe you're sick of ours, maybe you love ours. Let us know down in the comments below. But here joining us on the show are expert analysis, a COD connoisseur, and my father, Mango Tango 74.
Also known as camp in a corner with an LMG.
Let's roll the clips we have with it. All right, so today's guest has a whopping .2 KD, loves his hardcore hardpoint.
Yeah, nobody's going to shoot from a corner better than Phil.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Mango Tango, otherwise known as my father. Thank you for joining us today.
Did I have a choice? And with that introduction, what the hell am I doing here?
No, we need your unbiased opinion here. As you guys know, we just had the Monster Invitational happen this last weekend. Phil, we need to know what you think about the teams and the CDO.
Well, it sounds like you want to have someone that actually knows what the touch of a woman feels like to give you some unbiased opinion. So that's me.
You're the perfect person for the job.
No doubt. So I've got a bunch of pictures here. So let's just run through this. What's CDL, by the way?
That's going to be the Call of Duty League.
Yes, that's right. I do enjoy playing me some Call of Duty Hardpoint. Thanks. I think my KD's better than .2, by the way. All right, let's keep it moving. So, let's see.
So you've got these photos in front of you. You got a bunch of photos of the logos of all the different teams.
Yeah.
Just right off the rip, which one is the coolest looking one to you?
You know, the coolest looking one, I'm going to go right now with the blue flying eagle. They're my supreme. They look like they're ready to fight and kill people.
You heard it here first. This is the Carolina Royal Ravens.
Yeah. Fan. Number one fan here. Probably the only fan.
Wow.
Probably the only one.
I did line them up. Okay, and on the contrary,
yeah.
Which one do you think is the absolute worst?
Yeah, listen, don't get me wrong. Pooh is here because I like this, but the pink.
We might have to bleep some of that out there, Pooh.
Yeah.
Mango Tango, also known as Unfiltered 74.
So check it out on X, Instagram, all the things. It's a great read. All right. Well, with that said, let's get right into it. You've got your tier list. You're going to be ranking them from S to D. Let's start off with that Supreme list. Who you think are the top teams going in? Again, unbiased opinion. Perfect way to start the season. Who are your top teams?
All right, so right off the bat, like I told you, the white eagle with the blue background, wherever the Carolina Reapers, great, wonderful, love them. Next, anything LA red. You know, if it was Bloods or if it was Crips, I'd say they're out. But because they're Bloods, the LA Bloods, they're my number 2 in the Supreme League. And then again, sticking with the military theme, the green, hawkish. Raven, whatever the hell they are. Yeah. They're number 3, and then my last Supreme League.
The green Raven Hawks.
Green Raven Hawks. Bang. Look out for those guys. Watch out. They're sleepers.
They are sleepers.
And obviously being in Dallas, as Dallas Stars, the number 1 hockey team in the NHL, this star flaming shooting green guys, they're gonna be supreme as well.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, moving on to the A tier.
The A,
slightly lower than S.
So this team that looks like they're the Infinity NY racetrack, you know, some toxic Avengers. They're whatever they are. They're A.
Okay.
All right. So Cloud9 New York going A. All right. And who else?
Okay.
You got?
And then I've got one more, and that's these mermen. You know, they look like they're from the sea. If they were from the land, they'd be supreme, but because they're from the sea, they're A's.
Yeah, so the Seattle Seamen. The Seattle Seamen.
Whoa. We're going to go to B. All right, so it looks like soy sauce to me, but this koi pond, purple koi pond fish, that's a B. That's a B league. That's like mid-tier, no doubt about it. Am I wrong?
You're not entirely wrong.
We'll have to see how the season goes, you know?
Yeah.
You'll see. They're mids. And then, again, anything that's like a Viking, so mid. So overrated. Mids. Give me the Viking horned guys in the mid-tier.
Okay. Right. Does that ends off the B tier there, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Here we go. I got 2 in the C and 2 in the D. Which do you want to hear first?
Let's go with that C. Let's just go down the
Let's
line
hit the
here.
C. Yeah.
Yeah. So the no buttholes. It's a B, and they want to exit
my
out. So no buttholes here. That's why they're C. Am I wrong?
The
can't be
Boston
wrong.
Bleach.
The Boston Bleach. They definitely want to bleach those bungholes then in Boston. They are
Oh, you can't make this up, bro.
at the
You
end of
can't
the
make
tier.
this-
And the only thing worse than Boston
Yeah.
would be like some Miami sunshine. You know what I mean?
The Miami. Okay.
Yeah, whatever they are, the Miami
What is your
H's.
guess? Well, yeah. What is the
Ooh,
age?
Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know? Let's
No,
just say,
I don't think I do.
yeah,
I don't
I
think I
think you're
do.
gonna pick up what I'm laying down, but
All
they're a little
right.
bit more interested in being in their thongs and tanning than probably gaming. So, C tier for Miami thongs.
See, you can actually speak a little Spanish yourself. Can
Claro
you
que
give us,
sí.
yeah, could you give us a little, maybe some motivation for them coming up in
Yeah.
the season? Maybe they can't be C tier. Maybe they can move up a little
Claro, claro. Para mi amigos con Miami equipo, no tengo ustedes. Means I don't have you. How about this? I wouldn't say chupa mi verga, pero I would say es muy mal. Miami es muy mal. My last tier, the D tier.
Mm.
I got, again, I love wearing pink. I just don't want my team to be that. So we, like I mentioned, we have the Flaming V's as my first team.
Your first
who are
team
these
in the D
guys?
tier?
Who are these guys?
bit. The Vegas phase.
The Vegas.
No, the Phase Vegas.
Oh, phase Vegas, excuse me.
That's the Phase Vegas.
I'm sorry. Like that makes a difference. The order that you put the words in, it's terrible. Bottom tier. And the other M8. I mean, it might as well be M99. I mean, M8. What the hell is that name? What are these guys? The Magenta
That would be
8.
that would be the Gentle Mates.
Need I say more? Tell me I didn't nail this. The Gentlemates. You know, when I'm playing COD
Yeah.
and I'm trying to kill, I really want a Gentlemate next to me as a teammate. I think they're going to do really well. That's what I want.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, I'm in a bunker. I'm going to die. I wish there was a Gentlemate with me. Put them at
D
the
tier.
bottom.
Put them in the bottom. All right. Well,
Done.
that is a pretty interesting list. If you had to pick from this list, you know, we've got the major coming up in probably 2 months' time from now, of who's
Okay.
going to take that from the list, who's going to be the winner of that major one. Who would that be?
Yeah, give us a top three of
Okay.
who's going to
Top
be
three.
in the top three. In this event.
Listen,
Yeah.
I gotta stick with. I'm gonna give you a sleeper pick, but I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna go LA because LA is gonna just. They're LA. It's gonna be set up for them to win. It's gonna be rigged. Give me LA as one of the top three. I'm going with my Blue Eagles. My Blue Eagles. I don't know what's up with those guys, but I just feel patriotic. They're ready to kill, and they'll be top three. And then I'm gonna give you a sleeper here. I don't know what I'm feeling, whether I'm hungry for Chinese food or not, but koi. I feel like koi.
Okay.
Koi is gonna be also top three.
Okay, so your top three at Major One is going to be LA, Carolina, and Koi.
Yeah, that's it. Put it
Okay.
in the books. Bet it on Kashi. Do it.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Okay, and if there's going to be a most valuable player out of those one team out of those three, just name a player off the top of your head that you think is going to receive that MVP trophy.
I'd say Spanky McSpankerson.
And who does he play for?
For the
D's
Flaming
Nuts.
Vegas, the Flaming Vegas.
Name a player. I could probably pick one player out of a lineup of one. I have no idea who these players are. I know Pooh and Spoony, which sounds like one's fun unless you do it wrong and you get the other.
And then lastly, before you go,
Yeah.
if there's one team that's going to make a roster change that isn't going to have the best major one Who's going to disembark? Who's going to make some changes?
Listen, there's no doubt about it. FaZe, Vegas, FaZe. I don't know what the hell order you put them in, but I can tell you they suck. They're definitely changing their whole roster. I'd say they're probably going to have to change their roster every 28 days. Mic drop.
It has been an absolute pleasure. I'm sure we will see you in the lobby. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Listen, I think you guys have the best show on YouTube right now. And I wish you the best.
Hey, thanks for letting us have you on. It's been a pleasure hearing your expertise, and we look forward to having you on again whenever as the season goes on.
Sounds great. It's been real. It's been fun. But has it been real fun?
Some of these teams, we got an inside look, kind of how the season's going to start. We know we haven't officially started just yet, but this is the segment we like to call Rotate New. The part where we talk about what teams have already set up for new and what teams are still hitting that old scrap, and it's like, hey boys, let's chalk it up and go new. It's time to change some things up. Spoony, let's start right off the bat. Who is your team that has already rotated new, that's ahead of the game, that you're kind of impressed by going into the season so far?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of threw some shade at them at the beginning, but also threw some love. I think G2 Minnesota has shocked a lot of people this weekend. I think every single person that has ever made a tier list, besides Phil the Thrill, had G2 Minnesota at D. And that makes sense. You have Skies, who's coming off a really bad year. You have a really good rookie in Mamba. And then you've got Crimp, who's been a little bit inconsistent, and Estriel. Don't even get me started on inconsistent. But when all of them are firing on all cylinders, they're an amazing squad. And Skies looks like he's got his fire back. So I'm looking to them, and I think that they're gonna be on top of the game. I think they're gonna be providing a lot for the scene, and I'm excited to see what they can do, man.
I'm excited too, man. That team looks pretty scary on paper. I'm not gonna lie. Personally, for me, I got to go with the boys over at Orgless. I know we were giving them some love and a little bit of hate at the same time, but I got to tip my hat. You got Envoy and Ghosty kind of on a vengeful tour. I think these guys are going to have a tear of a season. They probably, besides Optic, who I think we've already discussed, we already know they're already leagues ahead. I think they're going to continue to be the squad that's already rotating new. But the boys over at Orgless, they looked the most consistent. None of these teams, like you said, they kind of look like that gel hasn't clicked. They look like they're being forced to play together. It's kind of like we're just playing eights. These are the only guys that I look like, these guys are a team. They look consistent. They look like they've got potential. So I got to go with Orgless. I think they're going to be a pretty scary team. And I think they should keep the name. The more I'm saying it, the more I'm
it's true.
It's kind of a cool name.
Orgless is a great take. I mean, they've done nothing but show consistency in the last couple matches, and they're the only team that kept up with Optic. So I think that's a great take. My personal choice for who needs to stop hitting old, I mean, I think everybody has them. Either them or another team. I'm not going to mention. I don't want to take your answer. But are you kidding me, FaZe?
Yeah.
I mean, we've already talked a little bit about this, but you break up the trio. You go from having an absolutely dominant beginning of the year, and then you fall apart. Yeah. And I feel like that's the season. That's like the tale of every season for FaZe. They start off really hot, and then they get bad, and then they get really good again. And so I don't know. It's just I feel like they made a change, and they did a brand, and they did their new branding and all that, but it just hasn't worked.
Can I just say
they're horrible? They're horrible. And I don't know who's calling the shots over there, but they need to stop calling the shots. So Jazza needs to stop being the CEO of Optic, and he needs to take care of his own team. I don't know what's happening, but that's my take. I feel like they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to play the fundamentals. They don't know how to work as a team. Maybe they'll turn it around. I hope that they don't, but
yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting season for them. I certainly see a roster change incoming. I don't see that roster sticking past Major 2, if I'm going to be honest with you. At least at this current state, it's not looking well. That being said, you said you were going to take the answer. I get it. I got to go with LAT, man. This is a team that you said is going to be a super team coming into the season. Everyone's like, this is the team that's going to take down Optic. This is the team that's going to make marks. And you're looking at, you're losing to the guys you dropped, right? And then you're looking at Hydra. He's dropping a 2.0 looking like, guys, who's with me? And you got Kenny and Scrap going for a 0.54 and a 0.75. I mean, come on, guys. And Kenny, I love to you, but you got to pick it up, man. I am rooting for you. I'm hoping for the best, but that squad, with the egos they have and the talent that they have on paper, not looking good. And I hate to kick a dead horse when it's down, but the boys at Falcons, I mean, we've talked about it earlier. You're losing to a Pro-Am team. I mean, to me, this is a squad that, honestly, I think we're going to talk about all year that just needs to rotate new, mark my words, but they're just in it for the bag. I don't see that team making many changes, or at least many smart changes. I think that team's going to stay the same throughout the year, but I think we're going to keep saying the Falcons need to rotate, and they're going to keep hitting old. I think they're going to have a good season or a good series here and there, but overall, I think those are the two right off the bat that just looks a little shaky, if I'm going to be honest.
That's going to conclude our first episode of the 2026 Call of Duty season. It's been a blast already, and we have an amazing schedule going forward. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, enjoy your holiday, and we'll be right back here for our first week of matches. You don't want to miss anything, so rotate back here in about 2 weeks, and we'll see you guys then. I'm Spoony.
And I'm Poooh.